What's this got to do with real estate? Collaboration. As Charles Darwin once said, in the long history of humankind, and animal kind too, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. We've seen over and over again companies coming together to provide customers with incredible service and technology, like Facebook with Instagram, WhatsApp and Oculus, the Volkswagen Group with Lamborghini, Porsche, Audi and more. The Clark team have regularly pushed the boundaries to continue raising the bar in real estate for the local community. Since Ian and Bonnie Clark first opened the doors in 1991, to joining a network in 1997, and again taking the bold move in 2015 as Clark Next RE. The business has continued to evolve, proud of its history, but focused on its future. The world we're in has changed. We're seeing that now more so than ever before. We didn't start Next RE because we didn't like networks. We started because we couldn't find one that was the right fit. We've been on an amazing ride, created countless opportunities for our clients, and are considered one of regional Australia's most awarded and successful agencies. So, how do we get better? We do it by turning the page once more and opening a new chapter in our story. The African proverb says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We told you we're turning green. We've told you we value collaboration. We're here to tell you that we've found a new path forward. The Clark team have joined forces with Melbourne's fastest growing real estate network. Together, we've created OBrien Real Estate Clark. In just 10 short years, the OBrien Group has grown from its original office in Berwick to 26 offices across the state. We have so much belief in them, their values and their commitment to quality that we've jumped on board, giving them their 27th and 28th offices in Warragul and Druin. The coming together of two successful businesses that are so strongly aligned gives us all the opportunity to be part of something bigger than ourselves. We're very excited for this next chapter and look forward to sharing it with you. Before we introduce you to the OBrien team and share a little more about our move, here's what it means to our team.
I'm excited about joining a network that will assist us with staff training and marketing so we can focus on better servicing you, our clients.
With a bigger and broader network gives greater opportunity to both our clients and our staff.
I'm super excited for our vendors and the fact that not only will they have 8 agents working on their properties but 25 plus offices.
As a sales agent up here, it's going to give us great intel into buyers coming from the southeastern corridor.
To celebrate our awards and achievements on a larger scale with a larger crowd and a much bigger party.
Just the green and the ties just sparkles with my eyes.
There you go, guys. We are going green, and I almost go to do the old "we're going green" if you know what I mean, but I sound far too much like the Valvoline guy, and I just don't have as cool a voice as him. So you wouldn't believe, to be honest with you, the different ideas and the guesses that we've heard over this past week or so from some of you as to what going green actually meant. Everything from we're driving Teslas to selling plants. But it has been a lot of fun, and I want to thank you all. For those of you who've reached out and had a bit of fun with us, thank you. It's been great. But I hope that what you've just watched and heard enables you to understand our decision to, again, choose to evolve and change. But I do want to summarise in my own words, and I don't want any smart aleck comments in the chat bar about that I like to hear my own voice. But you see, we live in a world where change is pretty much the only constant. Heck, if 2020 has taught us anything, it is that. I have long stated that I believe that perfection in business is impossible. It's like chasing the end of that elusive rainbow. And it's impossible because perfection is a result. It's a destination or it's an outcome. And business isn't about a singular outcome or a result. It doesn't afford you the luxury of standing still to celebrate. You see, the minute you stop, you are behind. Business is about evolving. It's the process, And it's the journey and it's our openness to this change, not the pursuit of perfection, that brings about our success. You see, markets change, people, we change, trends change, economic climates change, and as such in business, so must we. We made the decision to leave another network over 5 years ago, not because we wanted to go it alone, but because we felt that our values were no longer aligned with that group, nor did we feel that we're being pushed to be the very best version of ourselves. And if that's not already abundantly clear for those of you watching tonight and for those of you who know our company, that is often or always what we constantly aim for. At that time, there was no, in my opinion, group or network that delivered any real asset to us as a business. And in fact, at that time, I felt that the real estate networks and franchises, they'd probably lost their way. So we, with our amazing friends and partners at Simoneau's in Melbourne, and I know they're watching tonight, g'day Sandra and Joe and Michael and Anthony, thank you so much. They're amazing people. But together, we decided to put our time and energy into collaboratively building our own brand, forming Next RE. And what happened next, pardon the pun, we are nothing short of insanely proud of. For a relatively small town real estate company, we have never settled for mediocrity, and every day we strive to be a better business. Since that time, we have won, we've been nominated for, or we've been recognised for numerous awards across the country and across the industry and the nation, and for our high levels of marketing and industry success. And for that, I am so proud of our team and the business and what we have achieved. I do obviously, for that, want to thank our team, but more importantly, thank you, our community, for allowing us to do that. We know deep down that with our community, we are nothing, and we take great pride in not only providing great service, but giving back to our community that gives so much to us. In fact, wasn't that long ago, someone whose opinion I hold very dear to me once said, probably only a few weeks ago, she said, Peter, you've made a real rod for your own back, don't you? She said, the standard of competitors in your market has had to lift because they've had to follow you guys. Now, I thought at the time she was going to say because we've trained most of them, but I won't go there. But actually, honestly, at the time, I wasn't quite sure how to take it. But I now wear that with a great deal of pride because, you see, we've never set out to fight, and we have only ever intended to lead, because we know that if we lead, our clients and our team will always have the advantage. So after all of that, why O'Brien's and why now? I guess put simply, because we see in them what we've always set out for in ourselves: continuous improvement, a culture of learn it all, not know it all, and an unabandoned desire to achieve great things for our clients and contribute to our community. Not a bad set of values or ideals, if you ask me. Our relationships with O'Brien started quite a while ago through our mutual coach and a very good friend of mine, Josh Fegan. I've come to know the O'Brien crew over a number of years, and despite in theory actually being competitors for quite some time, we struck it was long ago, a real mutual respect for each other, and we openly shared, and truth be told, inspired each other. Their team often came to us and we shared our processes and our systems with them. We went to them and they shared their training and platforms very generously, and we thanked them for that. And for the first time in a long time, we began to see that networks and collaborative partnerships were not dead. They just hadn't evolved. And the network of O'Brien's were evolving and evolving rapidly. So you see, together in partnership, our staff, they will benefit from better training and shared learnings and experiences, which ultimately means a better expertise and results for our clients. Our business will benefit from the assistance with those often time-consuming brand decisions, better resources and collaborative sharing, so that again, we can focus even more time on you, our clients. And our clients, you're going to benefit through a more focused team and collaborative marketing initiatives, and also with clearly in our district, the large percentage of our market of buyers moving from that southeastern corridor. I'm not sure if you picked up on it in the video, but that is O'Brien dominant land. That's where they've cut their teeth. And our clients will gain a unique advantage and insight into this market as a result. After all, and I don't know who says this, but I love this saying, none of us is as smart as all of us. And together, we will achieve more. So with that, and before we draw the $500 cash prize, and by the way, you do need to be listening in. If you decide to tune out now because you've heard all the great news about Going Green, you don't go in the draw. But we have got a draw for $500 cash prize, we'll call that. But right now, I would like to introduce to you the founders of OBrien Real Estate to tell you a little bit more about O'Brien's and the fast-paced history of this incredible network. We have joining us this evening, Dean O'Brien, Darren Hutchins, and Stavros Ambatsidis. Did I get that right? Ambatsidis? How'd I go?
Yeah, I reckon you did a great job. You did a better job than I did first time, Pete.
I've got a couple of Greek mates, and I've got a very good mate, Murphy, who thinks he's Greek. And I tell you, I've got to make sure I impress them. But Dean, welcome, guys. And Dean, I'm going to throw to you first, mate. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Oh, Pete, it's such an exciting moment for us here at OBrien Real Estate. With that, a little bit of an insight. I mean, you talk about the collaborative learning, but you also talk about sharing alignments. I started my career in real estate, and I followed Clark Real Estate down there in Warragul. I just loved it. I just couldn't understand how a family could contribute to the real estate industry and have a dominant marketplace and still maintain a real great social and professional level. So when you actually look through OBrien Real Estate and you're seeing a lot, that's because we've probably looked at your business more than most businesses throughout Victoria. So to your father and to yourself and to your mother and also your family, congratulations on what you've done. Because yes, OBrien Real Estate, and I said I was lucky enough to see it for near on 20 years, the Clark family name absolutely be an absolute outstanding contribution to real estate and to the community. As you said, Pete, you and I have shared so many journeys together and experiences, but they've always been around that learning process. You know, how can we find something that's going to better serve our team, which will then better serve our customers, which will then those customers will better serve the community. And when we've aligned on that, we've actually sort of gone, wow. And, you know, from moments where we sat with Josh Fegan training regularly, as we've pointed out, but, you know, just some moments where, you know, I've had a really great week and had a great day. Sometimes you want to share it with someone. I've shared it with you, and as everything, we have a bad week, but nothing beats that collaboration. And, you know, we talk about testing times as it is at the moment. And I wish you all in Warragul the freedom that you have, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as you are, because up here it's not so cool. But this is about as good as it gets. I'd like to share the vision of OBrien Real Estate, and here with my business partners, Stavros and Darren Hutchins, just to understand what we do and how we go about it, I think is best set. Our vision is really simple. We just want to have the best people serving the best customers in every market we serve. And that's what we strive to do. And it's always been a people brand. And, you know, that is also really important to us. And that is how we go to move forward. So that's just our vision, but it is driven by a common purpose. And the common purpose at OBrien Real Estate is to create a place to facilitate growth. So whether it's the most important person on the front desk to the director, there is such a level that we want to facilitate that person in particular, especially any client, any customer, any family member. We just want to help at any point in time to do that. But it is driven by the common values that we all set. And it's something that we align very closely with Pete and on that with the two brands is that's a family, that mutuality, embracing change, realizing potential, and that health and energy. But a very simple message about our brand, and our brand is our people, because without good people, you can't have a great brand. And if they're good people, you can't be the very best version of yourself, as you pointed out earlier. So I really am so excited with this because when two great brands get together and two great families get together, and the O'Brien family and the Clark family, you know, we are just going to have a really great time together. There was a young lady said there, yep, and we'll probably have a great party because the more people we have, the bigger the celebrations are. So I really did love that video, and well done to Moira for a video. I thought that was extraordinary. And also the green does sparkle the eyes. It does make people look a little bit better than what it is. So it's fantastic. But when both companies share the same vision, it's just so much easier together, as you said there before. We've got a long way to go. We've believed here that we've done a really great job from the southeast out into Melbourne Metropolitan, but we just feel that having the Clark family on board, and that means that we can really develop what we think is the very best version of a regional model by actually sharing each other together. And that's what we're really hoping to go. And we'll know we'll get there, but the most importantly, we won't get there alone. and we know we'll get there with you and your team there as well. So a lot to look forward to, Pete. There's a lot, so much more happening. As you said, we've got some great training platforms. We've got customer service platforms. We've got great tech platforms. But again, it's only best served when it's best shared. And for me, I'd like to just welcome you, the family, the Clark family, the greater Clark family, the Warragul Druin community on board, the regional platforms for Victoria. And more importantly, just cannot wait to be a massive part of growth together, Pete. So I hope everyone gets a clear understanding what our vision is. I know it's a lot, but it's also fun sharing it. And it's also, more importantly, for this announcement today, it's got to be probably one of the best announcements we've ever had, to actually see such an amazing brand entrust with us as we entrust with you to move forward. So well done, Pete. Well done to your family, as I said, and I really look forward to our next stage in real estate.
Yeah, no, thanks, Dean. And look, it has been, look, we talk about collaboration and we put it in the video, but what a lot of people won't realise is that, like Dean and I, probably first came together because through our mutual coach and friend, Josh Fegan, we were heading in a very similar direction in terms of our visions and our thoughts and our processes and what we really saw for our businesses and our people. And we sat there at one point in time, it might have been over a beer or a glass of wine, and we just said, why are we doing this individually when together we can actually probably get to where we want to head a lot faster? So Dean, thank you. And I'm going to hand over to Darren, I think, to say a few words, mate. Welcome aboard.
Yes, welcome Pete and the Clark family. So yeah, it's actually been a little bit longer. It's been about 6 years in the making, this. So, I think the first time I come down and had a crack at you was about 6 years ago. So welcome. We finally join, and well said, Dino. So, 100% agree with everything that you've said. But look, I think when you look at what we've tried to achieve over the years, it's always been about, our people and our culture. And one thing when we first started OBrien Real Estate, it was about, facilitating our people's growth and having a place where people loved coming to work. So you can't do great work if you don't love where you work. So, that's really been our whole driver. And it's been about having happy people and culture at the end of the day in any business is the most important thing. So, it's fantastic to have your people on board. Someone did put in there before, it'd be great to have a drink. Well, we do like a drink at OBrien Real Estate within reason. And we do like a party, and we can't wait until we can all get together, preferably not virtually, and come together and have a really good time. And to all the people that are on here, we'd love to have that drink and chew the fat and really bring some great minds together. So welcome, Pete. Welcome to the team. Welcome to all your outstanding clients. Deep down, I've got a lot of people that, in Gippsland, my family live in Gippsland. So, I'm technically not a Gippsland boy, but mum and dad are there and mum's side of the family are down in Gippsland. So, it's fantastic to have, a team down in Gippsland servicing the Gippsland area.
I reckon if the folks are down here, mate, we can make you an honorary Gippslandia for the time being.
I'm half Gippslandian, so...
and Stav, I'm not going to say your last name once. I nailed it the first time, apparently. So, how are you, mate?
Mute, mate.
Mute. Hang on, Stav. We'll just unmute you, mate. There we go. We're good.
No.
We've got some sound difficulties going there, Stav. We can't quite hear you.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we've got you.
We had some technical difficulties. Sorry, bud. Welcome on board, firstly and foremost, and thank you for getting my name right, by the way, because no one ever gets it right. Usually people just call me Stavros. It's like Madonna or like Prince or something like that. But look, my passion, to be honest, Pete, is the foundation is our passion, and giving back is, and you can see just behind me here the OBrien Real Estate Foundation logo. So giving back is in our OBrien DNA, and it's front and centre of everything we do. In 2018, just a little bit of history, we founded the OBrien Real Estate Foundation. So the foundation is a way of working together to improve the lives of people in the local communities, but also to, like larger causes like MND, Beyond Blue, local hospitals. We even supported the, down the Gippsland fire emergency this year, Red Cross and Meals on Wheels, and they're just a few of the organisations that we've supported. So for me, it's also a little bit of an honouring, it's honouring my father, who I lost through MND 4 years ago yesterday. So this year's been, look, it has been challenging for our people to represent the OBrien Real Estate Foundation, but more than ever, and I know I've stolen this quote, I know you've stolen a few quotes today, but I stole this one from Nike. This stands really strong. We do have a responsibility to make this world a better place. And for me, that is so important. So since our inception, just so everyone knows, we've supported over 50 different groups and organisations. Physically and financially, we have actually physically got involved. I know Dean and I, we've done the Kokoda Trail for MND. And last year, believe it or not, I haven't got the longest legs, but we also got involved in the New York Marathon, which was just amazing. Financially, we've raised about $500,000 directly and indirectly. It's made such a positive impact to local communities, and we've touched a lot of lives. It's been something that's been forefront for us. It couldn't have occurred though without the dedication, humanitarian efforts of all the people of OBrien Real Estate, and now the Clark family, who are committed to making a difference. And Pete and I have already had a chat this week. Pete's also very close. The local community is very close to him too. And I know him and I are going to be working very closely in the foundation. My other passion, I'm a shy sort of guy, as you've probably gathered, but is our auctioneering line. Now, OBrien Real Estate provides, great training, resources, support, and we assist in helping becoming better auctioneers and specialised in our field. So we are ambassadors and display consistent representation of what the main corporate structure is. So, for example, dress code, auction formats, fee structures, terms of engagement. So that's very important to us. We are under a specialised umbrella in being auctioneers. So we've raised the bar back here in Melbourne, and we call things what they are. So not what they're not. We run a very specialised professional part of this field in auctioneering. So the benefit of using an OBrien auctioneer, for those that want to know, is our experience, the skill set to facilitate successful conclusions for our buyers, sellers, for all their real estate needs. Look, we've been there every step of the way, representing our customers and changing their lives, which is what real estate agents do. In the formation of the online auctions, which is what we've had to really pivot and change, we've been forced to form what I've got here, and I'll put it up behind me, is the OBrien Auction TV, which I'm very proud of, and both Dean and Darren have been probably integral parts of getting this together. So we've now got standards for online backgrounds, online auction styles, processes, flowcharts, and of course this has all been helped with our trainer Phil DeFagler, who's best on ground and #1 in Australia. OBrien auction results during COVID, because we've actually been in lockdown a lot longer than you have, Pete, back in Gippsland, but we've done over 15 weeks, 112 auctions. We've sold 100 of those auctions through our OBrien Auction TV with a total clearance rate of 83%. And for those that are trying to work out all the numbers, nearly $90 million worth of sales. So we're very, very proud of this Auction TV, our own online auctions, and our core auction group, which I'm sure you're going to be involved in it with us, Pete, as well. So back to you, mate. That's what my passions are, and that's what I do.
Thanks, Dev. Really appreciate it. Guys, especially for those that are watching that know me well and know our business well. If it hasn't already become very obvious, there's a very clear reason why we've chosen to partner with OBrien's, and it is a partnership. There's so many things that we have strived to do over the years in terms of being advanced in our technology, advanced in our training, advanced in the way we do things, our auctioneering. All these things that we've prided ourselves on over the years are things that, I've already been over this last 3 or 4 years sharing our experiences and our time and our data with these 3 guys that have become very good friends of mine. and you know, we bounced things off each other that it just became almost insane not to partner together. So guys, thank you so much. I am going to, I've got some real, you know, we're working from home at the moment, so I've got some real fancy stuff to do this, but we're going to do the $500 cash draw. And Liz Tomeo. So Liz Tomeo, that is $500 cash prize coming your way, and I will get Moira to work out that for you very, very shortly. But thank you very much for tuning in tonight. Now, guys, we are going to wrap up for you there. I'm not going to drag things on for too much longer. I know some of you have been actually asking about what's been happening in the marketplace. I don't really want to go into too much about the marketplace right now. I think it's probably not the right forum for that, and I don't want to bore you all. It's dinner time. But what I will say is this: the market has been and is facing a really unique set of challenges. Certainly, and less for us than what it is down in Melbourne. We really feel for our Melbourne guys. But as is every industry at the moment, but our business and our team are positioned and trained and equipped better than any to really make the most of any marketplace. And this new partnership with OBrien's is just going to further boost that. You know, we have recorded some record-breaking months and results whilst the restrictions had eased, and our internet hits are skyrocketing. Our research points that Melbourne clients are wanting to move to regional Victoria more than ever before. And so despite the restrictions, we think we can guide, and we know we can guide our clients to great success during these times. So if you do have questions, just give us a call. There's a lot of uncertainty out there at the moment, but listen, our whole team, both in property management and in sales, are there to guide you through. And we're now partnered with another, I think we said in our video, 28 offices, actually 29 offices. So if you've got property in other areas, we're happy to put you in touch with some of those experts there too. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone for tuning in. It was a little bit of fun to break this up with a weird ISO situation that we're finding ourselves in, if nothing else. And despite wanting to have loved to have done it, yeah, we would have really preferred to have got together in a room and had a glass of wine, like Darren said. But we did, you know, we still wanted to celebrate this moment. And I've just had a little comment pop up there that I have to draw another name because they're not in. So that's blank. I better pull out one with a name on it. And that's Daniel Sheehan. So we're not giving the $500 cash prize to a staff member. Sorry, Dan. And you're not going to believe this because these guys have actually just been given the opportunity to do our $500 donation. But Aaron Nash, you have just won a $500 cash prize. And this month, they've been awarded our $500 community donation. So for those of you who don't know, every month from here on, we will donate $500 to one of our clients that will then donate that to a local cause or community group or charity event of their choice. And the Nashes have chosen a great group, being the Warrigal North Primary School, I believe. I wasn't going to make that official yet, but they're going to get some work done there. I think a new basketball ring's going up. So Aaron, well done, mate. $500 cash prize coming your way. Guys, you will begin to see our company transition over the coming few weeks. You'll see the office starting to change shape, and we plan to have a full changeover by the 1st of October. Plus, keep a lookout. There may even be a few little more surprises coming your way, so and a few little more announcements. So until then, thank you so much for tuning in. Good night to everyone. Stay safe. Let's get through this COVID insanity together, and we're tuning out from OBrien Real Estate in Clark.
Well done.
Well done, Pete.
Cheers, guys.